this is Greg Kelly. Donate now to Toys for Tots, which works year-round. Go to toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots supports children in need throughout the year with programs like the Toys for Tots Literacy Program. Established in 2008, it has provided over 63 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots Literacy Program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources that enhance their ability to read and communicate effectively. Go to toysfortots.org.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Boy, we have a lot of interesting stuff. I guess let's go first to Tucson, right?
Let's go to Tucson.
What the heck
is going on in Tucson?
So let's go to former FBI Special Agent James Gagliano. James, first of all, what's the update? Savannah Guthrie came back today. First day back on the Today Show. We're praying for her, and obviously praying her mom comes home. Any new news?
Well, Rita and John and crew, we're in day 65 right now since an 84-year-old woman was abducted from her home in Tucson, Arizona. And, man, every time I join you, I know you guys are looking for something new. Jim, give us something. And it seems like the questions continue to outweigh the answers. We know that the sheriff out there in Pima County, Sheriff Nanos, is struggling right now. There's a recall effort going after him. He's got a lot of issues internally. And Rita, here's the thing that just boggles the mind. Why no press conferences, no updates? The only thing that we're hearing is from Savannah herself. And I think that is a complete unforced error here.
You know, James, the other day she came out.
Do you think it's like the movies? They really know what the heck is going on?
Or the other thing too, John, did you hear the doors were open? That was interesting too, James. I haven't talked with you about that.
Yeah, good questions both. I think, of course, John, the law enforcement knows more than we do. Of course, I'm on this side of the police tape now as opposed to being on the inside of it. But as I read the tea leaves on this, there are two concurrent investigations going on. The Pima County Sheriff's Office has the lead. They have not relinquished it. And the FBI is kind of second seat in this. So that's the shameful part of this. I mean, I think the FBI should have taken the lead in this, but unless and until the sheriff of Pima County, Arizona decides to do that.
Is that Nanos?
We're stuck in this spot.
Is that Nanos or a different sheriff?
No, that's the sheriff. That's the
Nanos.
one. And John, you also know that.
And his reputation is not that good, I understand.
Yeah, he had problems with the FBI, right? Didn't he?
Has problems with the FBI. He was under an investigation because some of the civil asset forfeiture money that had come into the sheriff's department, there were questions about it. His partner ended up getting indicted and I believe committed suicide. The sheriff was not indicted. The sheriff was not indicted in that. However, I know that he is not a huge fan of the FBI.
It's Greek Easter this weekend. Maybe he should go for confession.
Well, all of us should. I'm a Catholic, and Lord knows I haven't been to confession in a few months. I need to, Kat.
So, by the way, let's get to the door open. The doors were open. I thought that was really interesting, James, in that case. She revealed, Savannah, in that interview, like you said, she's the only one who's talking, and she came out and said that when they came to the house, the back doors were wide open. That to me was an interesting clue.
Yeah, and in this instance, this is why large departments, and remember, this is about an 1,800-person sheriff's office. I think there's like 700 sworn officers there. And the sheriff never allowed a public information officer to kind of vet the information and put it out. The sheriff made a couple of colossal mistakes in the beginning. At first, he intimated that there was forcible entry. He had to conduct another interview the next day and walk that back and say that there wasn't. And then, to your point, Savannah was the one that put out that there were two doors in the back that were propped open, no forcible entry. They don't know if that's where the abductors made their entry or where they made their exit with Mrs. Guthrie.
Yeah, that I thought was really interesting. Judge Weinberg.
Mr. Mayor, good to talk to you again. I want your thoughts about these Iranians who are living here in our country who are related, very closely related to the senior leadership of the Iranian dictatorship. Why are they allowed to stay here? They're not citizens. They're only here as visitors. What's that about? Should we be concerned?
Judge, it makes my blood boil, and I know it makes your blood boil as well. Let's look at this. So the niece of General Soleimani. Remember, he was the Iranian head of the Quds Force, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, that back in January of 2020, President Trump called in a drone strike and took him off the battlefield. This is a guy that had sowed terrorism across Iraq, Syria, Yemen, and yes, American citizens and American soldiers were killed in some of those terrorist attacks. Somehow, some way, Judge, in June of 2015, his niece comes over here on a tourist visa and then is granted asylum in 2019. Now, this is a woman that is now, the hypocrite of all hypocrites, right? She's living the American life. She has posted on Instagram, on social media about the great Satan that the United States is. This is baffling. In 2021, the Biden administration grants her a green card. And I am happy to say that Secretary of State Marco Rubio has revoked that. She is in custody, and she is going back to the homeland that she professes all her love for.
You know what, James, you got to come back on another day because I actually want to know. I want to know how many more people are like this in our country. And the fact that she was able to come in tied to Soleimani, the worst of the worst. There are so many questions. James, you got to come back soon. Would you do that?
We'll absolutely do it, Rita. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow.
This is Roger Stone for American Sovereign Bullion. Since 2020, the U.S. dollar has lost over 20% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold continues to rise. Call 844-272-2428 or go to asbgold.com now to get your free gold and silver guide and learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver delivered to your door or held in a gold IRA today. So go to asbgold.com now. Don't wait for the markets to drop. That's asbgold.com.